Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and this time it is about all the changes that has been recently made to this game. Now we all know that the recent update that was introduced 2 days back, it contains actually massive update to DC Legend, and some of those updates we have been actually expecting for quite some time now, and there are some welcome changes, but some of the updates are actually kind of disastrous. Now I will talk about all this later. Now there are actually new characters being introduced, there have been some changes to the PvP matchup system, there are some changes to the timed events, login bonuses. It's actually quite a lot to cover. Now this game is actually getting pretty mature day by day. There are actually quite a few characters, nice characters. The roster is quite impressive right now. So the first change that is actually made to this game is in the login bonuses. Now remember those time when we got actually impressive amount of hero cards from login bonuses. I guess the final login bonuses of November was 40 hero cards of Harley Quinn. Now this has been changed. Now the hero card has been reduced in amount, and we can see that December login bonuses gives you Supergirl, and the total amount has been reduced, I guess, to 10 cards. We get now 80 cards of Supergirl, but actually 50 card is needed to unlock Supergirl, so I think everyone will be able to unlock her easily. So don't miss to log in every day, because otherwise there is actually no way to get Supergirl right now in the game. And the amount of total gems that you get from daily login, this has also been reduced. The last login bonus for gems was around 2000 gems, and this time it is only 1000 here. So they have reduced the amount of resource you get from login bonuses. So it's kind of unfortunate, but that's the way it is right now. So the second change is actually in the timed events. Now you have already noticed that the login bonuses actually includes a new character, Supergirl, and there is actually another character from DC's cinematic universe or TV series universe, what we might call it, and it's Firestorm from DC Legends. And Firestorm has been introduced, and there is actually a timed event for Firestorm where we will get Firestorm's card by actually completing the stages, and there is actually 1 day and 4 hours left to unlock this event, and we hope we will get enough cards to unlock Firestorm too. He actually needs only 10 cards, so I think we will actually unlock him pretty soon. But as for Supergirl, we have to wait for quite some time now. Now there is actually we already got that there is actually two characters that has been introduced to the game. One is Supergirl and one is Firestorm. So let's take a small look at both of them, what they are going to offer us. Now Supergirl actually needs 50 cards, so I guess she is going to be a 2-star hero, or 3-star. 3-star might be 3-star hero. So what she offers is, well, her first ability, there is actually not much to see from this area, and one thing that is assured for now, that is there is actually no other way to get Supergirl's card except the login bonuses. Now the first one is Hit Vision Sweep, and it is actually a okay, light damage and apply one critical chance down to all enemies. So quite a nice attack, and it is actually a all enemy attack, so that's good. The second one is Strength of Hope. I love this logo, and it gives apply 2 affinity resistance ups to all allies. I guess that's not so good. The third one is Boulder Slam, damage to all enemies, 50% damage if an ally is below 50% health, the additional damage. Well, this additional damage might come in handy, especially when there is a 50-50 chance. That's actually a quite good chance, and I think this attack is going to quite decent amount of damage. Now the fourth one is Save the Day, and I guess it is a passive ability. Yes, it is a passive ability that gives 15% turn meter if an ally is dealt a critical hit. Well, this one is good too. Now we have seen similar type of passive ability in Harley Quinn too, when she gets actually some kind of beneficial effect if the ally does some critical damage. So I guess Harley Quinn, Supergirl, and some hero with high crit damage chance, they are going to form a pretty good team. Now the last one is House of L. Oh, so we have a team leader bonus. Apply critical damage, and actually 20% to all enemies, less than 20% to all enemies. That means he's going to down the critical chance that the enemy possesses. So overall, a nice character. The only thing remains to see is that how much damage actually she deals. Now let's take a look to Firestorm. Where is Firestorm? Now Firestorm's costume looks actually amazing. It looks dashing. So I can't wait to see the full costume, and I hope we're going to see it in 1 day and 4 hours. So he actually needs only 10 cards, so he's going to be a 1-star hero. So there will actually be quite a lot to do if we want to level him up. So his first damage is ability is nuclear beam. So it is a special damage to an enemy plus 3% additional damage per intelligence up on Firestorm, maximum 30%. Now we all know that building up intelligence on self, it actually takes quite a lot of time. So this type of attack actually depends on a lot of variables, and in the actual battlefield they actually doesn't help at all that much if you don't have a specific kind of team build. So let's see what he's going to offer us next. Ask Professor Stein. It sounds cool. Now gain 1 intelligence up. So there is a way to apply intelligence up on self in his second ability, but it doesn't do any damage, I guess. Now, the third ability is Transmute Barrier. Purge 10 buffs from Firestorm and apply 7% shield to all allies, plus 2% additional power buff purged. Oh, so that is a kind of nice passive ability there. I guess he's going to shield quite often and quite a lot to the team. That's good. So we might make a team with Dr. Fate, Firestorm, and we can also put like players like Lex Luthor's Assault Suit and Green Lantern. Then this team is going to be pretty hard to beat, because they each and every character of this team is going to put shield on themselves, and there will be a lot of shielding. So then he has fusion reaction. Purge 10 buffs from Firestorm and deal special damage to all enemies, plus 10% additional special damage per buff burst. Oh my god. So I guess this is going to be a big hit, and a big hit to the whole team. I think this one attack can change the game. Now the only thing remains to see is that how much damage actually it deals with per buff, and I guess with a little bit of build up, this is going to be a game-changing attack. And the last one is Shared Knowledge. Passive ability, 20% chance to gain 1 intelligence up if Firestorm is buffed. Okay, so there is actually a way to buff himself quite often. Oh, that's nice. So there is actually quite good synchronization going on, and I guess okay, he sounds cool, and he looks cool. The only thing remains to see actually how he performs in the actual battle. Now actually that's the character changes, and there is nothing to actually talk about that. And well, we have actually seen the changes, the time event change, the login bonus change, and the character changes. There is actually one more change, and that's the least preferable change. That's the one change that I actually hate. So remember back when everything was normal before the change, the PvP matchup was kind of like random, and there was actually quite a few amount of points to gain from the last 3 or 4 battles of the PvP. Now this has changed. This has changed massively. Now we can see that I am a level 47 hero, and in that case most of the team up is around level 47. I have 46, 44, some from 31, 32, 45, 42, 44, 47, 42. So all are around 47, level 47. So it has been changed. Before that I was randomly against some kind of players who were 5 to 10 level above me, and it was quite hard to beat them. But there was much more trophy to get. But this time it has changed. You can see from the screen that each and every battle is giving me only 1 trophy, and there are some with 4 trophy, and none with 6, 8 or 9 trophies, only one with 15 trophy. So oh my god, That means I'm going to get only around 25 trophies by completing all 10 battles, and before it was like around 50, 60, 70 trophies. So that's a huge change, and in this way you are actually going to get a hard time to get more trophies and rank yourself up in the ladder. Like if you don't play the game for some moment or some hours, you are going to push down very low in the ladder, and that is actually one change that I don't like at all. I think the previous one was better, and that way we had more challenged battles, but at least a way to get more trophies too. But this time it has been nullified. And there is actually another change in the league keyword. There is of course a new league hero, and one that I didn't expected, and it is Doomsday. And from the villain battles of Doomsday, I guess he's going to be a pretty good character. He's going to be a massive powerhouse. But the changes, actually this one I liked, and the changes, uh, before, if you wanted to rank up from champion 1 to champion 2, there was actually quite a lot of work to do. You had to be in top 100, top 1000 to get to champion 2 rank, and subsequently in the next stages. Now this time it has been changed, and you need to be in top 10,000, and that is actually quite easy, and that is actually easier than before, when we had to be in top 1000. This time we have to be in top 10,000 to be in the champion 2 rank, and this way we can get more hero cards, in that case 70 from 50, and more arena reward 500 from 400. So it's a welcome change. So the so far the only change that I actually don't like is the matchup system, the amount of trophy they are giving us right now. So I think, except that, all other changes are quite good, and they actually make the game much more interesting this time. So that is it, guys, and I will talk about if there is any further changes in the subsequent updates. Subscribe to my channel and give a thumb up to if you like this video.